Hello, today I'm going to be showing you the FANUC PPR, or Portable Punch and Reader. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you beating a little paper tape. Let's go ahead and, there it is. We can see it's just printing the one hole for the socket. Here is the reader. So now I'm going to switch the local mode to copy and copy this all hole tape, where all 8 bits are punched, to the paper tape. There we go. You can see only 7 of the holes are punched. That's because one of the pins is broken. That's actually the reason I'm opening it up today, is to get ready to replace that pin. So I'm now going to go ahead and turn it off. What I've already done to this system is I've removed 12 screws, 10 screws, 2 from the sides, 4 from the back that we're holding on this guy. Okay, so it goes on just like this and holds this reel of tape, and 4 from this panel. Okay, so I'm going to set aside tape I have here so I can go ahead and disassemble the system a little bit and show you guys the punch mechanism. So now that I've got all this off, I've already removed this, I'm now able to go ahead and prop up the hood just like that and show you guys the inside here. Okay, so we have the circuit boards, the reader, the punch. You can see it's fully isolated. So these are absorption rings here. And yeah, and this is the CHAD box where all the little pieces of paper that get punched out go. Go ahead and close this back up. And we'll go ahead and start disassembling this piece of the system here. So first thing we'll do, and make sure good and locked in there. There we are. The first thing we do is we went ahead and opened up this part here. Okay, I'm going to remove one screw, which is right here in the top. Real obvious to find. Oh, before I do that, very important not to forget, I'm going to turn it on its side and tap that CHAD we just made, those little pieces of paper, into the CHAD box. So I'm just going to lift it up just like this very carefully. Okay, and just tap, 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 tap. Get all that CHAD to fall into the CHAD box as best I can. Really don't want that in the gears or anything. And then I'm actually going to use a little, yeah, see, you can see that, that's blowing all the CHAD out of there and into the CHAD box. So that's going to help a ton, keeping that out of the works, as it were. Now that we've done that, I am going to go ahead and go back to removing this screw. I can use a slightly smaller screwdriver. There we go. Alright, just want to be real careful not to let this guy get lost. It's got 2 washers on it. So lift that out just like that. Prop it in my bowl here. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. What you're going to want to do is lift slightly, and then you're going to need to clear this piece. So just kind of push that down a little bit. There you go. Move it towards the edge and lift it straight clean like that. You're going to want to remove this piece of plastic. Just lifts right out. And this piece right here, spring-loaded, that lifts right out. And the piece we are after here, maybe a lot closer, is, you can see it, this piece right here. That's what we're after. That's the punch head. Okay, so we're going to remove 2 screws here. The first one is right here, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick my flathead right there. Turn that. Doesn't take much, not a lot of it is threaded. Okay, and just be very careful to keep that washer with it. There we go. And then there's another screw right over here, so it's right on the other side of the block. It's real obvious. It's another flathead. Go ahead and remove that. You can see the head is now loose. Go ahead and pull that out. And then I can go ahead and push this head back and lift it right out. And there it is. So I'm going to try to get a good focus on these. There we go. So you can see there's a chunk. These are just rods, 1.8 millimeter rods. There is a section that's been removed that locks in with these guys. And if we turn this over, what you do if you want to get to these pins is you just undo this screw, pull this panel back, and all these become immediately accessible. And then finally I will show you a little bit of slow motion video of the actual mechanism running. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching.